Ladies and gentlemen, good evening from China. Thank you so much for your time joining us today. And this is Judy from Kiloview, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing. Right now is 9 p.m. here in Changsha, where Kiloview is located. So right now I know for customers in Asia Pacific, it's quite late. And for customers from the US, especially the western part of US, is really early in the morning. Again, thank you so much for being with us. Really, it's from bottom of my heart. I appreciate all our partners and the customers to support Kiloview all these years. Without your support, we can't make such a big progress. Talking about the topic for today is post-IBC. So why we would like to set up a webinar to talk about this actually is because, first of all, IBC was really busy. So to be honest, I met hundreds of people, but probably for everyone, I probably just spent a few minutes to talk. And even I know for some customers, they stopped by, but as we were too busy, we probably even didn't have the chance to talk. And also, I guess some customers probably missed this IBC due to some reasons. So I would like to put all the information together to share what we actually showed at IBC, and also to respond to some of the questions that are frequently asked, especially about the product availability, and also some of the requests or missing functions, what's going on from Kiloview side. And I will also get all those together to explain and answer your questions about Kiloview products. So just feel free to drop your questions in the Q&A window, and later I will answer all your questions. First of all, what's new with this IBC? So to be honest, this IBC, we are not announcing a lot of the new products. One of the reasons is, we have already announced a lot of new products in the past few months. So right now, almost all the products we are selling are new. And also, what we are now trying to do is to bring the products out first and make sure the products are available, working reliably. So actually at this IBC, we just tried to show some of the previously announced products in a working status. But of course, we announced quite a lot of the updates, that will be supported with our existing products, which are also very, very exciting. So the first big announcement is the support of SRT, RTMP, RTSP, UDP, HLS with our N50 and N60. So initially, we all understand the N50 and N60 is the high-end NDI converter, which can bring all kinds of NDI to 4K baseband video, or bring the baseband video back into different kinds of NDI. So especially like the N50, we will be able to support up to 12G SDI in or out, together with the features of the color depth 422 up to 10 bits. So this is definitely some products that customers in the broadcast industry or some of the high-level customers are looking forward to. But considering NDI actually are not really widely accepted, or at least is not in the core production parts by the real broadcasters. Or previously, some of our existing customers are really looking forward to this kind of high-end encoders and decoders. So with this upgrade, we will be able to offer a real 4K HEVC all functions encoder and decoder all-in-one with all the protocols supported to bring 12G SDI or 4K P60 HDMI to or from any of the IP workflow. So that means you will be able to use the the upgraded N50 and N60 for either your live production, your remote transmission, or the live streaming with high image quality. And also this upgrade means for the markets, functions will be, you will be able to find a product with all the functions all together in one single box. And of course, that's very cost effective. That's always what Kiloview trying to do. So the real 4K encoder and decoder with affordable price, I think that means a lot for the markets. So customers will have more options as well. Another big update we made is the MG300 that can support NDI high bandwidth. So initially, the MG300 can support NDI HX, while now, actually, we know quite a lot of customers are using NDI high bandwidth workflow. So initially, we got quite a lot of the requests from our customers asking if you will be able to support full NDI with the MG300. So with this upgrade, that means we will be able to use the MG300 as a kind of NDI bridge hardware products that will able to connect your different videos across the internet. So you will be able to receive all different types of the IP videos using different protocols to convert it to all types of NDI. So you can easily get it for the production without a kind of network limitation. So, or you can also get NDI back to SRT for remote transmission, for cloud production, or even for RTMB with the live streaming directly. So all those two updates are quite important. I have to say, as Kiloview is always the IP-based video transmission solution provider, while currently more and more IP protocols, IP technologies are adopted. So that means for customers, there will be more options, and the customers are always looking for flexibility to fit into different circumstances. So with this upgrade, there will be more possibilities for our customers using different technologies according to the real workflow without adding extra device or spending extra money. As we can handle everything all in one. So that's also one of the key points from Kiloview side. We would like to offer more flexibility while we didn't ask for any extra cost. All those upgrades will be free. Of course, there are also a lot of the other products we previously announced and demoed at IBC. The first product I would like to talk is always the P3. So, P3 is the 5G bonding encoder that can take with both 3G SDI and the 4K HDMI in, HEVC for encoding. It can support up to 4 channels 5G, or of course 4G can be compatible, Wi-Fi, Ethernet. So altogether there will be 6 channels of network and bonding together. And the bonding would also be supported through our KiloLink server, which is actually a kind of software that you can set up either on cloud or on-premise. And the P3 is always quite attractive, is because not only because of the design. Of course, the design is very, very appealing, because we will be able to give you the flexibility to combine your 5G or 4G solutions, and you will be able to upgrade in the future. And more importantly, the bonding server is free of charge. So that means you don't need to pay any subscription cost. And another point we would like to always mention is, you don't need any specific receiving server if you want to get back to SDI or HDMI with our bonding solution. What you actually need to do is to get a decoder, either either is Kiloview decoder or any type of the decoder, as long as they can support the standard protocol, and then you will be able to get back to SDI or HDMI. So all those features made Kiloview a very popular product, and every day, I have to say every day, I can receive the requests from our customers asking when the P3 will be available. Well, at IBC, we actually showed the P3 being powered up, and we connect the video sources to the P3. We showed you can probably even touch the screen to select the menus. The power supply will be hot swappable, and also you will be able to check some of the status. So actually, we are now just integrating the P3 encoding parts together with the Kilolink server, and all those will be done within October. Well, probably in November, we will focus on getting out a new Kilolink server version, which is always asked by our customers as well. So at the same time, in November, we will do some tests internally, and I believe in December, we will have the units available for our partners to test. So that means we are really making progress with our P3. And of course, not only the P3, the Cube series are also attracting a lot of attention, as actually the Cube series are quite unique products on this market, especially in the NDI world, because actually there's a kind of dedicated products for either the NDI distribution or routing with our Cube X1, and also the NDI recording with our Cube R1. So both of the products are a kind of turnkey solution based on our new hardware platform, integrating the software we previously developed, and we just try to bring everything together to make it easy to use and, of course, working reliably. So as you know, the Cube R1 is the recording system that can support up to 9 channels, 4 NDI recording simultaneously with dual SSDs for local recording. While, of course, the Cube X1 can support up to 16 inputs and 32 outputs for 4 NDI up to HD resolution, while for the routing and the distributing and also seamless switching between the inputs. So both of the devices are they have the touch screen, they have the physical buttons, so we can easily operate it directly through all those either the touch screen or the physical buttons to realize quite a lot of the functions. For example, we can support the playback, we will be able to do the switching, we'll be able to manage the setup, we'll be able to change the recording strategies, we'll be able to output NDI while playback, or even we can use the scroll wheels to control the playback as a kind of slow motion, accurate as every frame. So all those can directly be operated or be done through the touch screen, or of course you can use the web UI to realize or control all those. And also I would like to mention, both of the products can support all types of NDI, and not only 4 NDI, but also HX2, HX3, all types of NDI, or from any resources, any camera or software or whatever. I think at IBC, I believe most of our customers have already seen that we are putting the Cube series in working status. And we have actually formally released the Cube X1 just before our holiday started. I think for more details, I will talk about it later. For the Cube R1, we're also making quite a lot of the updates. We're making progress, so probably later I will share more details. And except for the Cube series or the P3, another popular products actually the E3 as well as the RE3, the card version, which can be fit into our Cradle series as the rack mount design to make our customers that will be able to have different options. So either they can put the product on top of the desk, or they can put the cards in the racks in the data center. So both of the E3 or RE3 can support both the 3G SDI and the 4K HDMI in, and simultaneously do the streaming, streaming for both of the inputs, while they can also mix the SDI and HDMI video sources in picture-in-picture, or different options, and also will be able to support different protocols, SRT, RTMP, RTSP, NDI HX, whatever, simultaneously. So that means we will be able to stream to different destinations, and also based on HEVC or H.264 encoding, you will be able even to save a little bit bandwidth. And so I have to say this is definitely a very competitive product that can put into different purposes, different applications, either for the remote transmission, live streaming, live production, cloud production, or whatever. So after highlighting all those new products, then let's take a look how we actually put the things together at IBC. So, AV over IP is always the topic that Kiloview would always mention. As always, we believe IP is the only feature for the video transmission. And even, ever since we were established in 2011, this has never been changed. So during this IBC, actually, we emphasized this concept, and we tried to bring all the products and technologies together. Well, of course, at IBC, you will be able to see more and more companies in different areas actually getting IP into the workflow or into the solutions. And also, what we always we always heard during the IBCs about like the cloud-based transmission, production, or distribution. So remotes is always a kind of keyword, and how to realize remote is always IP solution. So just to take the cloud-based production system as an example, we know quite a lot of the big companies are just trying to get the existing systems into cloud. So that will surely, require the customers thinking, or even those big customers, big manufacturers or suppliers thinking how we can get the videos into IP. That means, a kind of professional encoder with low latency, high image quality will always be very important. While at the same time, after finishing all the production or mixing, you will be able to, if you want to get back the video to your local studio, to connect your studio to any of the display, you will always need a kind of decoder to receive the IP video. So actually, the encoder and decoder is the key products, or the key business for Kiloview. And we always believe from this side we will get more opportunities, and even for our partners, you will have more opportunities to get business with Kiloview. So at IBC, that's why we actually put, or we try to focus more on AV over IP solution rather than just talking about only NDI. Although NDI is always very important for Kiloview, but overall the whole workflow we demoed at IBC is trying to explain how we can integrate or hybrid different technologies together based on our software systems or hardware products like our MG300, and then we can easily bridge all the technologies and then centralizedly manage everything. So we can bring video sources from the PTZ cameras, video sources, going through our like the N50 and 60 through SRT, as well as like the E3 by RTSP or at NDI HX, plus our P series, and then using like our MG300 to do this kind of bridging or conversion, and then we'll be able to use the Cube X1 for the centralized management and to distribute the NDI sources either to a decoder connecting to the display, or connecting to the recorder for the recording, or connect to the production system we showed at the IBC. So or either we can send the videos into those software the software products as well. More importantly, as a kind of whole ecosystem provider, our competitiveness is always to provide a kind of platform like our Kilolink server, like our KAS systems, which will be able to centralizedly manage all the Kiloview products together. So we will be able to get the settings done, to get the firmware upgrading done, while at the same time using the KAS systems, we'll be able to help our users to manage or to bring devices together. Then we will be able to talk back in the group to better control the whole system or the whole production. So after sharing all those information, I understand quite a lot of our customers will have some kind of questions, or they have already asked the questions during IBC. And next, I would get back to you with all those concerns, the frequently asked questions, especially the availability about our new products, and also some of the interesting technologies, if we are going to adopt it in the future. But before sharing the actual upgrade information, I would like to sincerely apologize for the inconvenience it brought you due to the delay of the shipping. We understand as a company, we should always try our best to keep our promise, but not always delay the delivery. We are really, really sorry. And also, as our partners or customers, we understand most of you probably are companies providing services or products to your customers as well. So our delay will always bring you problems. You will need to spend time to explain or to calm down your customers. That's what we understand. From Kiloview side, as you might notice, since last year, due to the chipset availability or the performance upgrading requirements, we have actually almost upgraded all our products, including like our E1, E2 to E3, D300 to D350, not to say a series of the brand new products like the M50, N60, N5, N6, as well as like P3, our Cube series, our Link Deck. Not to say we are also providing a lot of the software systems like Multiview, the NDI recorder, the NDI core, the KAS, Kilolink server. So to be honest, none of them are really just a very simple task to develop for our R&D team. We understand as a company we should always be responsible to our customers, but this is just a little bit overloaded, or everything just coming all together. To be honest, we have tried our best to catch the target, but still, a lot of projects are coming, and we need to move forward. At the same time, it's always hard and we are always trying to adjust a little bit. Sometimes we'll give priority to some of the products that really means a lot to the markets. And at the same time, we have already got a lot of the products sold to the markets. We still need to support our customers with our existing products, and we need to respond to the requests. So the past 1 or 2 years, I have to say, it's really, really hard for the R&D team. They are working hard, but of course, we understand it's still not enough. So actually, since Q3 this year, especially since this September, Kiloview side, we actually are trying some kind of strategies. We are adjusting the structure internally, and also there are some kind of reasons you didn't see as why we didn't announce any new products at IBC. Is all because we actually would like to focus. So the strategy for Q4 is always to focus. So it doesn't mean we didn't announce new products, then we didn't have any new ideas. To be honest, we have so many new ideas and great ideas in mind, but right now we would like to focus on the existing products, focus on the already announced products, and we try to get them out based on the priority and also the importance. We will make all of them working reliably. So that means in Q4, it will be, this Q4 will be the season that you can see or you can expect a lot of the deliveries and firmware release. But still, we would kindly ask for your patience one more time, or maybe one last time. A lot of the products and the functions are just on the way. Talking about the Cube series, I understand probably there's the products that have been delayed for quite a while. And to be honest, initially we were a little bit too optimistic about the developments. Initially, we thought it's just a platform of it's a new platform of the hardware, and what we need to do is just to do some tests. Based on our evaluation, and then we just integrate the existing software systems together, and then we believe we can bring out the products quite easily. But actually, during our real developments, we just realized sometimes the chipsets we are using, if we check the performance parameters on the paper, it's always good. Or even initially when we did the evaluation, it's good. But when we really run the NDI sources, it seems it's much weaker than what it should be. So all those days we spent quite a lot of the time. We were struggling with all those kind of performance missing. So that's actually the reason why this kind of products are a little bit delayed. Right now, we are working with the chipset company. We are working closely with the FAE. We are trying our best to optimize the performance. Of course, we need to make sure, we have done plenty of tests and make sure the products can run reliably as what we expected. I have to say, until now, we are getting close to the target. So you can notice the Cube X1 has already been released, and we can make sure these units can work reliably, and further we will keep upgrading the units. As currently, if talking about the performance according to our test, if you mix the NDI HX sources together with full NDI sources, we will be able to handle 16 in. We'll be able to handle 13 in and 26 out. So it's quite close to the 16 in, 32 out. But if purely 16 in with full NDI, there will be some kind of possibilities that there will be frame drop or frame loss. So this is something we're still keep improving. But if you mix the NDI HX and the full NDI together, then we will be able to realize 16 in, 32 out. So just for your information. And for the Cube R1 as well, if we mix the NDI HX and also the full NDI, we'll be able to support 9 in, that's no problem. But if purely full NDI in, then currently we can only guarantee 7 channels of the NDI recording simultaneously, and the Cube R1 is the product delayed quite a lot. Currently, all the functions are already developed. So the only reason we didn't release this product is because we are still testing the firmware upgrading parts. We want to make sure in the future, every upgrading can be done through the web UI or through the USB. Just connect to the device, and then we will be able to finish the upgrading successfully. Currently, initially we just noticed there might be some kind of risk when you upgrade. There will be some kind of possibilities to fail the upgrading, which we think is not really so user friendly. So we are now holding it, and once this is done, we will formally release and ship the Cube R1, which probably you can expect that by next week. But please be rest assured, we are keep improving the performance, and that means, the functions that are missing will be added through the further upgrading. Right now, the basic functions are already there. If you mix the full NDI and NDI HX sources, it will be there. But if you use pure full NDI, probably you can only expect up to 7 channels. So that's the real situation right now. And we hope, or we will try our best to keep upgrading all the missing functions. By end of Q4, everything will be ready. And talking about P3, previously we mentioned a little bit. So we are making progress, and of course the P3 is the product that's having the top priority inside of the Kiloview R&D team. So right now the R&D team are working hard on this, both the hardware as well as the software parts. We are integrating the network, the encoding, the Kilolink server parts, and everything is really moving forward as expected. So by end of October, we'll be able to finish all those kind of integration. So that means we will be able to connect the P3 with our existing Kilolink server to start the testing. And by end of November, after the new version, the upgrade of the Kilolink server, we will be able to test again, and maybe in December, quite a lot of our partners will be able to receive the demo units, and we just hope by end of December, or maybe just after you enjoyed your holiday, when you return back to home, you will be able to see our P3 ready. From our side, we are all excited about the P3, so we look forward to your patience. But of course, if any ideas, suggestions, that can help us to improve or making these products better, we would really appreciate that. Just feel free to let us know. So when talking about Kilolink server, we know customers would also mention, or they would like to ask about the P1 and the P2. What we planned is once we finish the development and the testings with the P3, we will further upgrade it with our P1 and the P2 as well. So please do trust Kiloview. We're not ignoring any of your voice. We hear everything, and we're keeping everything in mind. Currently the only conflicts is we have so many projects on hand, and we just need just a little bit more time to get things done. And now, as our strategy is trying to focus on the high priority projects, while at the same time, of course, we will solve the problems and the bugs or respond to our customer requests, but everything will be, according to our plans. So at this transition period, we will keep you updated, while also we look forward to your understanding. But in Q4, all will be done. And of course, we will further announce our roadmap in 2024, the new roadmap. So you don't need to worry we were missing anything. But if getting back, it doesn't mean you will need to wait for anything until December. So for functions like the KS support, the recording functions for the E3, the N50 and the N60, all those functions will be supported within October. So currently, all the codec part development has already done, and we're now just doing the integration and also the test. Also, we noticed customers asked about multi-channel audio support. This is exactly something we would like to support, but currently, we probably will move forward in two stages. The first stage is we will be able to support multi-channel audio in, and then you will be able to select the audio channels to encode. And then we will be able to support multi-channel audio encoding and transmission simultaneously. And also for the Kilolink server for centralized management, which will also be included once our new Kilolink server for the bonding is done. So that would also be something we can do after December. Another thing is the D350. The D350, we will have an internal version based on our new software structure to optimize the performance within this month, within October. As this upgrade will be based on the new structure, so we are not 100% sure, everything will really work perfectly, but we will release the beta version, so customers who are really waiting for the upgrade, they can test, they can join our internal testing. Well, if it cannot work as expected, then it can be downgraded to the original version. So that will give customers more flexibility, while at the same time we will keep receiving the feedback from our customers. Anyway, from our side, I have to say Kiloview is a serious company. So we, from our side, we actually love innovation, challenge, we love creation. And we actually have the confidence we will really bring out all the products we created, rather than just sharing the ideas but never deliver the products. As we are the company that's really developed, control all the products by ourselves. So right now we are just at the final stage of bringing everything out. It's probably the dark moment before dawn, but this will not be long. Also, I noticed there are quite a lot of the questions asked if we are going to offer the N50 and the N60 in rack-mountable design. Of course, that is yes. But as we previously mentioned, we are now just giving priority to some of the existing products or the existing projects. So those products will be included in our roadmap for 2024. But we have already started the design. The hardware part has already started. So we will have it in 2024, and once it's available, we will announce it. Also, some kind of questions about new technologies like Denti, especially Denti audio, SMPT 2110, etc. I always asked if Kiloview will consider or integrate all those new technologies into our products. So, as Kiloview is a company providing AV over IP products, definitely. Yes, we are looking at new technologies, and for sure we will take more technologies into our product line, and also that will all be included in our 2024 roadmap. I know, actually, I know there are quite a lot of questions right now. Probably, as we have already talked a lot, and then I probably will check what's your questions, and probably I will take a look of your concerns, and just feel free to remind me if I missed anything or if you have any concerns, any interest about Kiloview. Okay, then let's just take a look. The first question we saw is from Brian asking, N50, N60, how many audio channels can be sent through SRT after our upgrades? So it should be up to 8 channels at least. And for the 12 GSDI, actually, we probably can do more, but better not to promise too much. 8 channels is our target. So even right now it's not up to 8, then we will try to upgrade in the future. And for the SRT with E3 to connect with YouTube, that's definitely we will upgrade with our next firmware release. Do we have plans to go with Impact's IPMX Alliance? So as we previously mentioned, we have the plan to support SMPT 2110 maybe in 2024. So that would be our plan next year. So we will also keep you updated. We're also paying attention to all those organizations or associations. Are there any plans to control the source switching from the Kilolink server interface? So this is actually what we planned with our products, but that's all the plan for 2024. As previously we mentioned, the Q4 this year is trying to focus on our existing products. And when you start shipping P3, so if optimistically speaking, that will be in January. So that's our plan. But of course, we will have the test units available, and our partners probably will have the demo units. When will the Cube R1 shipping? As I previously mentioned, next week we will have the upgrading problem fixed, and then we will have a version that can support up to, if purely full NDI, then there will be 7 channels available. But if mixing with full NDI and NDI HX, then 9 channels will be available. So it's we're just trying to be transparent, and then if you think that would be a kind of a solution you can accept, and of course we will keep upgrading, then next week would be the time for us to ship the Cube R1. And also, Richard has a question about the simultaneous conversion on the MG300. So if conversion with full NDI, as we all know, full NDI, the bandwidth and all those data, that will take more CPU. So the conversion for full NDI probably will be less. So we can, I think that you are giving the wrong information, sorry, but what we can promise for full NDI, just the conversion is 1 channel only for full NDI. We cannot promise anymore, but we will try to optimize the performance. And the Cube R1 conversion to smaller size file when recording. So if you currently for Cube R1, we will support currently the MOV formats. But for the further, if you want to save smaller size, if full NDI to NDI HX, that is what we have done. But if you want to convert the resolution, or if you want to just to try to transcode to different other way or other file formats, then that will be in our next version, in our further updates. So will there be any further updates from 3G SDI to 12G SDI? Unfortunately, not direct updates. But if you choose our 12G SDI products, then that means you will be able to, that will be compatible with 3G, but not 3G products to be with 12G SDI. And is it possible to change the disks? Yes, that's is host swappable. And also metadata work over SRT. Currently, not yet, but I understand SRT can take this kind of information as well. So that probably will be in our further updates. We will take it into our demands, and probably next year we will consider to support all those functions. Will P3 have a flow control monitor? So if you are talking about the display, I mean the showing what's the work the data or the traffic right now to display on the monitor, yes, that is, because we actually have the touch screen display. We'll be able to preview the video. At the same time, we will be able to show all those the data information, the connectivity, and also we'll be able to do some settings directly through the monitor. The P series to D350, how to connect. So if you use our Kilolink server, then from the Kilolink server, we will output the video streams, SRT or RTMP directly. So using the D350 is just connecting to the Kilolink server through, it's the same, just through the addresses, and then using the D350, you will be able to connect. So will P3 have the intercom? Yes, of course. That's what we plan with all our products. All the Kiloview products will be able to connect with the intercom through our KS server. And Brandon, you have our RMG 300. Yes. So if you are having the RMG 300 S, only the V2, I'm sorry, only the RMG 300 V2, the version 2, because hardware is upgraded. So only the upgraded hardware will be able to support the upgrade in the future. But if it's the previous version of the hardware, that will not be possible, unfortunately. And also like our D300, that's based on our previous version. So that's not available. Do you have a plan to have SDI out from Kilolink server, and then users can install SRT card into the server? So I think what you are talking about is a kind of hardware receiver running the Kilolink server in, and customers can choose if they need to install the SDI cards into the server and then output SDI. So definitely this is what we discussed internally, and probably in 2024, we will get that product into our roadmap. There are lots of questions. What's the preferred counterpart of the E3 on the receiving side? I think Dayu has answered the question, so that's correct. And for David, your problem with the N50, I think your problem has already been taken notes, and our R&D team are fixing it. So we probably will provide you a new firmware to get it fixed very soon, hopefully within October. Will E3 work as a decoder? No. Is there any upcoming UDP or TCP bonding router Kiloview would like to produce. This is something we probably will need to take a look at maybe later, but not now. Probably in next year, we will focus a little bit more for those kind of wireless products and router products. So that will be something we can consider, but not yet. Robots. Any plans for a unit like M50 with return video would be game-breaking. Thank you for your suggestion. So we understand the return video is quite important for the broadcast industry, especially for the production, remote transmission. So return video option has already been taken into consideration with our P3. For M50, I have to say, based on the hardware, the chipset itself, that's possible. But if we really need to bring the return video, probably the hardware design will be changed. So we keep the possibility to maybe produce a kind of more professional encoder or decoder like M50, but maybe a little bit different because the hardware design will be a little bit different. And also, any future plan to upgrade in 5G network for encoders or decoders? With our new products, as you know, we have upgraded the chipsets, the CPU and all those fundamental parts is much more powerful than our previous version of generation of the products. So I have to say that's possible. So we will also take into consideration in our roadmap 2024. Can we use multiple decoder I/O cards or Credo series and the frame with multiple bonding encoders workflow individual SDI outs into single one canvas user interface? I cannot answer you right now, but we can discuss it later. So as you mentioned, output mixing through single web phase to 4 SDI out simultaneously. I have to say, with our Kilolink server, especially if we add the stream server function into the Kilolink server, that's something we can do. Yeah, we keep, especially if we adding the receiver, the server in the kind of hardware version, that will be possible. But probably we can discuss about this kind of request future. When Kevin, you're asking, can files be stored on 10 gigabits network? Yes, the Cube R1 actually we have the SFP network up to support 10 gigabits. So definitely yes, especially if you are recording the full NDI. And let me see, 2, 3 other questions. Any product that can be used in live editing workflow with SDI, HDMI, record, stop commands, and the file name copy from camcorder, that's something we will need to we will need to talk to the R&D team. So as the webinar will be recorded, so all your questions, requests will be recorded as well. So this is something we can share with the R&D, and we will see what we can do. But very good suggestion. NDI 6 vision. From NDI side, what we received information is the same as what you have heard currently. So what we heard is in Q4 there will be NDI 6 version, and also with NDI 6, 2 main changes. First is the 10-bit support, and the other one is to integrate NDI bridge into the SDK. So we are also looking forward to more detailed information from NDI side. Is there any plans to use P3 inputs SDI and HDMI to stream 2 HD signals simultaneously instead of a single 4K? So this is a very good question. Currently our E3 can support SDI and HDMI to stream two signals simultaneously. So definitely with the P3, that will be possible. So currently our default settings is to either SDI or HDMI because we're considering if it's in live production or is in field. Normally there will be no two cameras connecting to the same encoder. So we choose either or, but if this is really the circumstances that customers will need to input SDI, HDMI at the same time, then yeah, that would be possible. So I see all the questions are now all answered. So as time is limited, so I appreciate all your questions and of course suggestions as well. And of course, thank you for your time. I know all those questions, suggestions, that means a lot for us because you all want Kiloview to become better. And from our side, me as a key person from the company, I always keep all your suggestions, ideas in mind, and we will keep innovating and bringing out more products. So we will, IBC has already been in the past, and we will keep showing Kiloview products in more trade shows. This year, at least, we will be with our partners in Infocom India. We will be at NAB New York, and also will be at Interb and more trade shows. While also we will also launch some kind of maybe promotions or activities in November as well. So just keep following us, and thank you so much for today. Thank you so much for your time, and see you next time.